Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Allegedly, they said the king's father, Ooni of Ife's father, blasted Olori Ronke out of his house. Hey. And not just that, they said he warned her never to come back to her house, to his house, with this drama they are playing in the palace. So I don't know if you've watched the previous video on why she went to the king's father. You know, they said ever since Ronke enters that palace, Ronke have been pretending to be a good person. As a matter of fact, she have been pretending to the king that she is in support of her bringing Queen Naomi back to the palace, not knowing that Ronke have been working with Mariam against Queen Naomi, because we do know that it is very, very obvious that Mariam sees Queen Naomi as her most rival, you know, because of the Yeyoluwa post. That is what I think. Oh, I don't know if there's any other thing attached to it. So, but Ronke, who have been pretending to the king, was all this while working with Mariam. And recently, they said the king got to know about it. And ever since then, the king have not been happy with Ronke. Even though he didn't do anything to Ronke. But Ronke have been displaying one nasty character or the other. Okay, there was a time they said Mariam and Ronke planned to enroll Prince Tadenikawo in a school that belongs to Mariam's cousin. And the king was about to play along with them. It's just that God intervened, and Queen Naomi, who is also spiritual, it looks as if she sees what they are planning before they even started. So she didn't allow Prince Tadenikawo. She did not release Prince Tadenikawo to the king, even when the king was kind of threatening to take away Prince Tadenikawo that period. But finally, as God may have it, it was revealed that it was Ronke who initiated that plan, you know, so that they will bring Prince Tadenikawo close to themselves. Now they know the reason why they want to do that. So, but after the king noticed that, ever since then, he stopped seeing Ronke as the person he has been seeing her, you know, as that good woman, that old woman that is always playing matured and all of that. And we do know that Ronke is older than the king. And Ronke is close to 25 years older than Queen Naomi that she is fighting. So, but the one that leads to the king locking her out of the palace and for her to go to the king's father so that he will put his voice on all of this is because they said there was this surrogate mom that Ashley brought to the palace, you know, and everyone rejected that lady at first. But along the line, when Ashley left to UK, the woman did not go. She was with Ronke in the palace. And as a matter of fact, they started kind of being too close to the king. I don't know how Ashley got to know about it. Then Ashley came back and was fighting even the king and the Ronke because of that. Because Ashley know what the lady might be capable of. And know the kind of husband she have, someone that loves something curvy and very beautiful and intelligent, because all those criteria they said the woman have them very well. So then there's another person that is coming close to the king, a business associate. I don't know who introduced that particular one, but the fact remains that from the look of things, that one was not introduced by Ronke, but Ronke. Okay, they said it was Ronke's family uncle cousin self, because it was her family members who introduced that lady to the king. Some of the king's men, they gang up, wanted to impose that lady on the king to marry again. Then if eventually the king marries that lady, it means marrying 3 sisters from the same family. Wala dey. So, but Ronke and her family found out on time. They started working against that, you know. I don't know if the king have agreed to marry that person or not. But from what we are hearing, they said the lady came with the idea of business, and we know that our king is a business tycoon. Anything that has to do with business, he is in. So when this lady now came with that idea of business, but Ronke have already know why she is coming. And considering the fact that some elders have told the king that the lady is good for marriage and all of that, then Ronke, who was working against that, started blocking the girl. Anytime the girl, the lady, came to the palace, come to the palace to see the king, the Ronke will make excuses that the king is not around and all of that. As a matter of fact, it got to a point where they said Ronke ordered the guards and the gate man never to allow that lady in again. And recall that they said the woman was coming with a business. So when the king got to know about it, as knowing that the Ronke have been preventing that lady from meeting her. Sometimes they will put an appointment with the king. The lady will book an appointment with the king. Ronke will stop it, you know. Then when the king got to know about it, he was so mad at Ronke, because una know say Ronke dey play as a mama to the king. A bad mama o, because if na good mama, she go like to do something wey go dey make the man happy. But the only thing she wants is to be controlling him, just like she is older than him. But that is not the type of king that we have. The king is one who does things in his own way, unless they are using those manipulative things like Kayamata them to manipulate him, of which sometimes it was working, but this time around it looks as if it is no more working. So when the king finds out about it, he was so mad at Ronke, to the point they said Ronke went out on her daily routine activities and all of that. Then the king ordered the guards and the gate man never to allow Ronke inside that palace when she returns back. And as God may have it, the king was inside the palace when Ronke entered, when Ronke was coming back from where she went to, and they denied her entrance. They refused her entrance, so she started making noise from that gate. That was when they said the king came out and told her that the same way she blocked that lady from coming to meet her with her business, that is the same way she should go back to her father's house. They said when Ronke make a lot of noise thinking that the king will change his mind, the king did not change his mind. She has to go to her family house and sleep over that day. It was the next morning that she returned back to the palace, and ever since she returned back to the palace, the king have not even noticed that she is around, not to talk of looking at her face. And this has been a very big problem between the king and Ronke. That is why they said Ronke now went to the king's father to come and intervene, to ask to, when he intervened, maybe the king will listen to him and accept Ronke back and all of that. But they said the father blasted living their life out of Ronke, asking Ronke, how old are you? How old is this man that you are tormenting? How old is Queen Naomi that you are fighting? You are 25 years older than Queen Naomi, yet you will not let her be. She left her husband for you, yet you are still going after her. What kind of human being are you? They said the king's father was so mad at Ronke that he blasted the living day life out of her and warned her never to come back to his house. And they said Ronke left in tears. So my people, now so we hear them. Don't forget that they are all alleged information, because I wasn't in the palace and I was not in the king's father's house. Always bear that in mind. Please subscribe to my channel if you are yet to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Bye for now. Love you guys.